for that. Thank you. I want to welcome you to the second set of the concert part of the Winter Arts Showcase number 2. This is the second one we've gotten off the ground like this. We're in a better venue from last year. If you were here last year, sorry about that. That was not ideal. Much better. You can hear us. You can see us. There's sort of room now. It's great. Across the way, while we're playing, the art department is displaying art all night. As well as there's a classroom. Is Ms. Chavez's room there? There. It's over there. There is a classroom on this floor over there displaying sculpture as well. So there's plenty of art to go around. And that's really, really great. Your students, if you are unaware, just took a very small amount of music, about 3 lines worth, and they learned that hard and reviewed some skills that they learned in beginning jazz band with me if they came up, and then learned a whole bunch more, and then wrote the arrangement that you just heard. Now I picked the melody, I picked the key that it was in, I picked the tot style, but after learning a bunch of techniques, they've spent we started in second quarter, I think. We wrote the arrangement in October, or late October. We used second quarter to write the arrangement that you just heard and rehearse it. So the whole band was the arranger on that. And that's real jazz right there. I always feel like as the expert in the room that I'm going to know more than them and be able to come up with better ideas than they can, and I'm always wrong. They always come up with something tricky that I would have never thought of, and I'm like happy mad at them for thinking about it. It's great. It's great. I love this. It's genuine. I love this. We have 2 more songs for you tonight before we're done with our set. The next, that was Work Song. I'm sorry. That was Work Song. Nat Adderley, about 1958, 1959. Brother to Cannonball, if you're a jazz nerd like I am. We've got 2 more for you. The next one, I've already forgotten. There it is. Indianapolis native, legend on the guitar, Wes Montgomery wrote the next song. He actually grew up not far from here. He went to Crispus Attucks for high school in the 40s, and then actually picked up guitar at the age of 20 and started teaching himself. And he was largely self-taught until he started touring. And so before he was touring, he was playing gigs all up and down Indiana Avenue. It was all jazz clubs back then, along with the Madden Walker Theater. He wrote this tune, and we've done the arrangement. It's a little bit of an obscure piece if you're a Wes Montgomery fan. It's kind of a deep cut. I had to go hunting for it when I heard it. It was difficult to find. But we're really excited to play it for you. We hope you enjoy our version of Missile Blues. Thank you so much for that. A couple of quick things, and we'll start our third tune, and you can go visit the art as well. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. It's really, really important that you show up for the concert, but it's actually way more important what happens every day. And that's what I really need to thank all of you for, because you actually have a more challenging job than I do. You have to find instruments for them and remind them to practice and get them to practices and performances and encourage them every day. And I only see them 2 or 3 times a week for an hour and 10 minutes. So it is incredible that this many people are willing to put in that much effort for these people every day. It's great. Band, you need to applaud them. Thank you. We have just one more tune for you, but I can't iterate enough to go and visit the art that is being showcased. The art students have worked just as hard as the musicians, and it is just as high quality. Our art department is incredibly strong, just like our music department. Please go see at least one piece of art. The art teachers will be thrilled if it is wall to wall for at least a minute in their room looking at the art. We have one more piece for you. I don't like to talk after a band's set gets done. I'm going to wish you a happy holidays and a safe drive home or walk or bus or however you get there. I want to thank you again for being here. And information will be coming soon about the spring concert, which tentatively is back at the University of Indianapolis. It's a great day. Our last piece is an actual written out arrangement. Shocking, I know. But I sometimes let the students have a little input in the third program choice, and they were very excited about an idea that was it last semester? Like in the spring that somebody started asking me for this? I think it was. We have a big band arrangement of a classic by Henry Mancini. You probably already know what it is. But you should know that Henry Mancini wasn't actually a jazz musician. He was a staff pianist and composer and arranger in Hollywood. He actually worked on movies and TV mostly. And he wrote a very swinging, hip theme song to a cartoon and ultimately a movie, a set of them, in the 60s. And we're gonna play that for you. And what we're playing is a note-for-note arrangement of what you would hear at the beginning of the cartoon, minus the solos that we added. There weren't actually solos in the original arrangement that we got, and we put them in, obviously. So we hope you enjoy our last piece, The Pink Panther.
Thank you. Missile